Hey everyone, what's up? I'm glad to welcome you back to my channel. This is the second part of the vlog about the Espresso Network and the Hackathon. As you can see, I've already launched my network, and I named it Random Network. In the following parts 1, we'll explain why this name is chosen. And in general, what kind of application will be connected to this Rollup. In this series, I want to share my journey of launching the Rollup. And some, maybe, highlight the pitfalls and just talk about how it all went down. As you might have noticed, I integrated the Scout Explorer block. This is an open source solution. I'll leave the link in the description on how to do this. There were some difficulties. If you have any problems, just drop a comment and I'll definitely help you out. For example, with Mantle, it's the same thing, the same interface, just with a bit more information and functionality. This is all customizable, of course, but for me, it was just important to see the current state of my blockchain. And in general, what's happening, what transactions I'm sending, and what's actually in those transactions. As you can see, blocks are showing up, transactions are coming in, we can go to transactions and see what the current transactions are. We can even go in there, log into account. Everything works great, though it might be lacking a bit. Some functionality regarding smart contract verification, but it's all easily customizable. I also decided to treat myself and got a domain to set everything up properly. I deployed it all on DigitalOcean. For your node, I took 8 GB of RAM and 2 cores. CPU. Although the official documentation of Espresso Network on how to raise its blockchain on AWS states that 4 GB of RAM is enough, I decided to add another 4 to make sure the machine runs comfortably. Let's take a look at how the validator itself works, the node itself. As you can see, transactions are being processed and then sent to the Espresso Network, just like I mentioned in the previous video. So we can even take some hash. Go to our Explorer and enter the transaction. Everything works perfectly. Overall, I would like to say that Espresso Network has good documentation. With the help of this manual, it was possible to easily raise the rollup, which is what I actually did. Without any specific knowledge of blockchains, I think anyone can set up their own rollup even locally to test it out. You also need to use some kind of blockchain RPC provider to run your rollup. You need to be careful here because if you're setting up your rollup on a test network, like Arbitrum Sapali, then in Arbitrum, blocks are generated and mined every 250 milliseconds, 4 times a second. It is very fast, and due to this, RPC requests are consumed very quickly, and the limits, they're reached really quickly. That's why. Be careful with this. Espresso Network gives a discount on the use of Infer blockchain, RPCs. Therefore, even 15 million credits probably won't be enough in a day. I haven't looked into it yet. How can you set limits on the node itself if there are any? I'll let you know if there are any updates. That's all for now. This was a brief, interim overview of the status of my project, and I'll cover more in the next video. In about a week, I'll try already. Implement some proof of concept of my application, and I will explain what it is. It'll show what it represents and how it will work. So, make sure to subscribe to my channel, follow me, give me a thumbs up, and leave your comments. See you later, everyone.